morning. So today we're going to review about log and inverse. Okay, first thing, what restrictions are there on the domain and range of f of x equals e to the x? So keyword here is domain and range. Let's go ahead and graph this on the calculator. Okay, so when you get into the calculator, open into graph, and then instead of typing e, you see right here above the parenthesis, there's an e to the x. You're gonna click on that, and then right here they have a little box. You're gonna put x. So this is how the graph looks like. Okay, so you can see the domain go all the way to the left side and all the way to the right side and up. So the domain is going to be from okay, so here's the graph. Domain is going all the way from negative infinity to infinity. So it's gonna be from infinity to infinity. In other words, all real numbers. Okay, so that's our domain. Let's go ahead and cross out A. And also the wrong answer will be C. These two say that the domain have to be greater than 0 or less than 0, but not both. Okay, the range must be greater than 0 or the range must be less than 0. So here you cannot see, you can tell, right? So this one have a horizontal asymptote because the equation doesn't have log. So horizontal asymptote y equals 0 and the graph is above 0, so it's gonna be greater than 0. So B will be our correct answer. You're gonna do the same to all the questions that have the domain and range question. Okay, grab them in the calculator and then find out the domain and range of each. Alright, and then we have a log function. So let's go ahead and grab this. So into the graph, we know f of x is fancy y, so we don't need to retype this one. We just need to retype in ln of x minus 2, x minus 3. Okay, so to get ln, you're gonna hit Control e to the x, and then you're going to press x minus 3, and then press enter. Okay, so this is how the graph looks like. So it looks like from 0 right here, it's being transferred to the right 3 units. So we're gonna copy the graph in our paper. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so it translates to from 1 is go to the right side. So it's looking kind of like that. Okay, so this graph is a log function with the L, therefore it's going to have the vertical asymptote, which is x equals. Okay, vertical asymptote have x equals, so we can cross out on the answer choices C and D. Okay, so now do not worry about C and D anymore. Now we look at A and B. The only thing different is the domain, right? So A said the domain, the asymptote is x equals 3, which is correct. Okay, and then the domain is have to be less than, this side look like a less, so it's gonna be less than 3. B have, this one is greater than 3. Okay, so the only thing different about that is one is to the right of 3, which is greater, and A said to the left of 3. So obviously our graph have the vertical asymptote as x equals 3 right here, and it's to the right side of 3, so it's gonna be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, all the way to positive infinity. So therefore it's greater than 3. So we're gonna choose our answer is B. Okay, the asymptote x equals 3, domain x is greater than 3 because go to the right side. The range is all real numbers, all the way down, all the way up. The next question is, what restrictions are there on the domain and range of f of x equals 3 to the power of x minus 5? So we have the graph right here. It's matching with our graph in the calculator. So you can see this one, it doesn't have log, so it's have horizontal asymptote. Since this one translates in down 5, so the asymptote will be negative 5. Okay, so the domain of this one is all the way negative infinity to infinity. I cross out A and C. The range had to be from negative 5 and up, so it's greater than negative 5. Okay, so the range from -5 to infinity, therefore our answer is the range must be greater than -5. Alright?